ninth section of the 69th lesson. The title is Loaded at the Top. In the last section we talked about the address, takeaway and shoulder turn. Now I was at pains to point out that really they should be one and the same. Yes, you can have a waggle, that's a takeaway, but make the swing, the takeaway and the backswing are one and the same. You just go all the way to the top. Okay. Now I'm pretty sure that many of you have been told that to hit shots you have to get the club in certain positions or pointing in certain directions. And the big one is the idea the club should be pointing parallel to the target line at the top. Okay? So this would be over the line, this would be across the line. Okay? Whereas the club goes to the horizontal there. But it doesn't happen very often. And even if it was correct, trying to achieve a position at the top of the backswing isn't much help. When you're playing tennis, you don't think about the top of the backswing followed, you just hit the shot. Okay? So what's the purpose of the backswing? To create power. And it's an elastic, coiling sensation. All right? You're twisting the shoulders through 90 degrees with your head still and your right foot anchored. So it's a big athletic movement. So let's not worry about the position of it. So with the driver, okay, the driver's a big long club, flat swing. I do get a long swing. So let me show you how far I can get back with my driver. Okay, I'll do it in slow motion for you. So the shoulder goes to the throat. Getting the club somewhere pointing there. Okay, it's not even horizontal yet. Okay, but for me, that's the biggest shoulder coil I possess. So I coil, shoulder to the throat, the 9-inch journey. That's the best coil I possess. And now I can hit the shot. And even with the pause, I've got a little bit of a baby fade on that, but I hit it into play. Yeah, so I've knocked that just over 250. Draw spin would have given me 275. Okay, so I've just shown you what the driver looks like. Let's just go back to the 6-iron. Now it's a totally different shape of club. It's shorter, it's more upright, it's got less loft, it's heavier. The pre-shot routine sets me up. I've got a very different setup. The backswing will be shorter, more upright. I load the shoulder to the throat. It's not as far as the driver, but if I stand up, you can see I'm in plane. So, the length and lie of the club change the shape and form of your backswing, and they determine the way in which you load at the top. So when you load at the top with a driver, it has to be different with all the other clubs. So, prepared, I had my waggle. It's the whole 9-inch journey. I load the shoulder to my throat. I'm happy to go, and now I can hit the shot. Albeit a bit thin, and because the 6-iron obviously got to go in the water. If I now go to a wedge, same shoulder rotation, same sort of speed of engine as I had with the previous two clubs. But I'm close to the ball, the club's shorter, it's more upright, the same shoulder turn will look entirely different. Here we go, to the throat. That's as far as I can get with a wedge. Let me turn towards you. Here I am with a wedge. Okay, as I turn the shoulder to the throat, I'm not much past vertical, am I? I'm just there. Okay. Now, if my posture was 6-iron posture and I stood up, then of course the swing becomes longer. If I go to driver posture, it goes even longer. So what you can see is the length of the club will change the plane, pace and shape of backswing. It will change the mix of forearm rotation and wrist hinge. But the good news is, despite the great variety provided by the 13 clubs, in your head you're just making the same 9-inch journey of rotation, and the club will choose the shape of the swing. So here we go with the wedge, through the pre-shot routine, load the left shoulder in slow motion. That's a full wedge swing for me, and now I can hit the shot. I hit that one quite sweetly. All right, 14 clubs, 13 long clubs. Don't learn 13 swings, learn one rotation that works for 13 things. The golf swing is not a position. There wasn't a position in golf instruction until somebody photographed a movement. The idea that copying positions will lead you to swing is like saying if I put red spots on my face with a Sharpie pen, I'll have measles. I will not. I might have the appearance of measles, but I haven't actually got measles. When you put yourselves in positions, you're not necessarily propagating a good movement. Okay? Good preparation, good function. Move the club, move the ball, move yourself. Don't put yourself in positions will just kill your flair.